Good morning, crew. Welcome back to today's video where we are going to do some fencing. We're out here. It's been raining all morning long and finally it's let up. I mean we have chances of rain all day long, but luckily I'm not like doing anything too crazy to this fence. The owner of this house is going to sell it soon, and this fence butts up to the subdivision over here. It's a really nice area over here, nice homes. I don't think I can even see a house. So he wants to replace the pickets. I did try to convince him to replace the entire fence, but if you know anything about people selling houses, they're trying to spend as little to get as much as they can. So that's kind of the situation here. That part of the fence is going to get its pickets replaced, but there is a section in his backyard that we're going to, there's actually two sections in his backyard connected that we're going to take down and replace all together. So as tempted as I am to start right here, because it would be super easy to take pickets down and slap some new ones up, I'm going to go back there to the back. We're going to take down those two sections of fencing because I'm going to have to set 2 posts. So I want to go ahead and get those posts in the ground so they can start setting up. The sun looks like it's going to pop out here soon, so everything should dry up and be ready to go. But that's the update of what we're doing. I'll go ahead and give you a walkthrough now, specifically like of the areas that we're going to go do. So y'all check that out. Subdivision. His property is not connected to the subdivision at all, but there is a fence that obviously butts up to the subdivision. And when he sells the house, he wants that to look good. So we're going to replace this. It's like 80 feet of just pickets. Like I said, he didn't want to replace the 2x4s. Unfortunately, like I said, I wish I could have got the job from the people who bought the house, because they probably would have replaced the entire fence line. But again, if I don't do it, somebody else is going to do it, so I might as well make the money off it. This is in the backyard. Supposedly there used to be a tree over here and it fell on this fence and it's never been fixed. But obviously we're going to have to set this post, and then we're going to take this post out of the ground and reset this post because it is leaning that way. Again, he was actually trying to get his neighbor to go half to replace this entire back fence, but they weren't having it. So we're just going to replace this section and this section brand new, with that post new and that post new. So this is where we're going to start, obviously, because I have to set these posts. And while we're letting these posts set up is when I'm going to go do that side fence over there. So we'll check it out. We're going to get into this video and see what we can do. All right, so I got everything set up out here. Got the pickets, 2x4s, new posts, post hole digger, shovel, drill. I was just gonna say, this grass isn't really high, but it's wet. So I was gonna say you probably have to do an upcharge for when you're working in wet grass that at least goes up to your ankles. So y'all note that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this fence taken down. Like I said, it's this panel, that panel, this post, and this post. So let's get to it. I think they must have covered up this whole hole at one point, from what it looks like, unfortunately for me. Now I want to show you guys something here. This hole can definitely be considered deep enough, but if you have a fencer that's getting you a radius on a hole that's barely the size of my hand, no wonder why this damn fence was leaning. You got to cut that hole wider so your footing is a lot bigger than, look at that, look how skinny that footing is. It went down pretty deep, I guess you could say, but it ain't worth the damn if it's that skinny. You gotta have some girth to these holes, baby. All right, since people don't know how to dig holes, let me show you how to dig a hole for a nice footing for a post to go into and not have to settle. First, I gotta stop only using augers. Yeah, shit's wet. Stop using augers only. Use the auger to dig the hole, but still gotta do some work with the diggers. If y'all want to build a fence that's worth the damn, or if y'all just trying to make that easy, quick money and have me come back and fix it for y'all, I'm gonna upcharge you, baby. Come on now. Working in the rain. Most of these guys will be out here jumping in the truck already. That's why I'm out here by myself. I'm not even a professional, I'm just getting started. There you go. It's about how wide you want it. It's about 4 times the diameter of this post. Probably 5 times. Maybe even 6 times. Regardless, it's a lot better than that narrow, skinny shit I just pulled this post out of. So, all right. Definitely good. Definitely bigger. It's like my hand and a third of my hand instead of smaller than my hand. So that one's good. Now I need to pull a measure. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be right here where they filled it up. But I'm still gonna pull the tape, get that hole marked, get that one dug out, and we get our post set. So I think this is just a light rain. It's gonna just pass over us. So as long as it don't get too heavy. If it gets super stormy, then I probably won't set these posts. It'll just be pointless to do. All right, I didn't film it, I just got to work, but I just hand dug this hole. Badass hole right there. Let's see. Take some measurements for you guys. See how far down we get. Somewhere like that. Where we at? Shoot. I even pick it up a little bit. Regardless, we're clearing 2 feet. That's a 2-foot footer for sure. Maybe even 25, 26. So it's 10 inches at the top, and I guess probably 8 inches at the bottom. I'll be honest with y'all. So like I said, to hand dig it, my auger ain't worth the shit. It ain't working. Probably need to get a new one. But this is the only hole I needed to dig. Got it dug, so I'm gonna go ahead and set it. That one's set up, or setting up. So I'm gonna get the concrete in here, and we're gonna go to that far fence line, because on the other side of that is where this neighborhood is. This house is on a main road by itself. So we're gonna replace that, the pickets on that fence line. It goes past this fence all the way that way. So that's where we're gonna work on. We're in the bubble, baby. See right here. Oh yeah. Let's keep packing her down. More time. Where we at? Looks great. Where we at? Looks great. All right, let's throw some water in there. All right, so we're gonna let that set up. This one's still setting up. So we're done over here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of this mess I don't need anymore. The trash, the post hole digger, the auger that don't work, and the shovel. Because in this next section, all we need is a sledgehammer and a hammer probably. So, but got the post up, looking good. So this is what we'll do last after they set up. Hopefully this will continue to record the time lapse. As you can see, my tripod for today. This is my tripod. I'll go ahead and get this mounted on here so we can get a time lapse. Change the angle so I can get more. Alright, let's get started. Bust this fence out. See how quick we can do it. I got 3 tools here. I don't even know if I'm gonna need them, but I think I could really just do it with my, if I kicked it. There's one. I probably end up just beating those nails in, and then I got some extra lags because, like I said, he didn't pay to replace the actual 2x4s. They were like split, but they're not anymore split. So I'm just gonna put new lags in and put them back up. Like I said, I would have liked to replace the entire fence, at least the 2x4s, but I can't make people spend money, so. Which the new pickets are going to look good for sure from the outside. Like you said, the boards, I mean, they're obviously not new, but they're going to work, like I said, for what we're doing. So I got all the nails beat in. I didn't beat them all the way through. I hit them to the side and buried them inside the 2x4s because they would have stuck out the other end. That's just kind of the, tough part about not replacing 2x4s. Again, another reason why I would have liked to do it. But again, it is what it is. Like I said, I got my starter board and then that mid board. I put it in the middle kind of to match it with that fence right there. That fence does sit a little lower than this side fence, but it was kind of already like that, so I'm just gonna go with the current grade. I got the string line pulled up, so I'm going to put it on a time lapse. We're gonna get this first section nailed up, and then I'll pull the string line all the way to the end, and we'll finish this off before we go finish the repair that we did on the back side of the yard. So let's get to work. So we're back to rain again. It's starting to let up. It was raining a little harder about 5 minutes ago. Hopefully it's little cloud patches here. It looks like there's more clouds coming, but there's definitely like it's scattered clouds and thunderstorms. So hopefully we get another break, because like I said, I just used the time to set out all the pickets. I moved my trailer over there because I got the old sections from the back side I need to load up on the trailer. So I'm trying to be productive still. Like I said, I don't want to necessarily nail up in the rain. I mean, I will, but I'm trying to get all this other stuff taken care of. Hopefully it dies down and I can get back to putting this fence up, because I think I'm gonna stay here late regardless of how long it takes me. It's 4 o'clock right now, so I'm here till 7 or 8, so be it. But like I said, I'm gonna go back to the back side. I'm gonna go over there and get those holes filled in from the post with the back filled with dirt, and then probably try to put 2x4s up. But I don't know, I might come back over here soon, because like I said, it's dying down. But I'm just trying to be productive. Day one, I probably did 70 feet, 65 foot of picket replacement on this side. So I just have that little section right there tomorrow when I come back, and then I have the 16 feet that I've replaced on the back side. I just want to let those posts set up, so tomorrow it'll be ready to go. So we'll knock that out pretty quick. But like I said, end of day one, she's looking really nice. We'll check back in tomorrow when we finish up. See you guys then. Give you guys an update before I close this fence in. I did go ahead and get those 2x4s on. These 2x4s are next, and then we're just putting pickets on, nailing it up, and we're done. So before I got it done, I wanted to just kind of show the before, just for visual purposes. Like I said, we're not replacing this fence. There's a tree that fell on this section right here, so that's why it's replaced. Maybe if we do a good job, they'll tell us to come back and replace the rest of it, but like I said, I can only work on stuff that I'm paid to work on. So 2 sections in the middle of a fence line might look a little odd, but it's gonna look damn good. Obviously not a job unless something goes somewhat wrong. I'm about 7 pickets short to finishing this job. So I'm about to run to the store, get those 7 pickets, and run back out here, throw them up. But this is what that section is looking like. It's a little bit taller than the old fence, but the old fence warped down over the years. I'm sure that fence is definitely over 20 years old. So there's a fresh section. It looks a little bit odd, but like I said, it looks good, and maybe it'll convince them to replace the rest of it. So we'll see. But I'm gonna run to the store and grab these pickets, come throw them up, and then we'll do a walkthrough of the finished product. All right, we are back for the last time of this project. I went to the landfill, and I got my other trailer, because when I leave here, I'm gonna go do some more work. Yay. But there's a fence. Turned out pretty good. We're gonna walk it when I'm done. I'm just gonna grab these pickets out of the trailer. Throw them on my shoulder. I guess I might as well shut them now, because you wouldn't believe how many times I forget to shut that, and I'll go down the road, and then people be honking at me saying your door is open. But this is the neighbor side. This is the fence that would be nice to replace. Like I said, maybe they see how good of a job I do on this little section and they decide they want to replace it. But if not, all good, no worries. Like I said, always more work down the road, hopefully. Oh, got a spring on that gate. All right, so this is what I have left. Not much. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these nailed up, and we'll finish this fence job. Jump right into it. Last bit. Let me make sure I got air in this thing. Flip that switch. Should be good. Should be good. Sure we're still level. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we look great. We look great. We look really good. Put that on the floor. Right there. Uh-oh. There we go. Sometimes this gun don't want to shoot. I think it's my air compressor. Yep, it's my air compressor. I'm gonna have to probably rip this down. And the smallest little rip in the world. One in a rip. I'm gonna rip that one because there's a little knot right there. Put that right there. I'm just gonna put it on the floor actually. I'll put that. That. Bottom and top. Might be a gap. 2. Let hit it. 3. Alright, so that's a rip. Rip that in a second. I brought something with me. Where's it at? Don't know what I did with it. Haha, there we go. I'm gonna replace this board over here as well. Because I guess it broke when I was ripping out. I guess they have these ones screwed on. Uh-oh. Hopefully y'all are still there with me. I don't know if it's still recording. Sometimes it turns off. So I'll check in a second. Uh-oh. Still somewhere hung up. I got a nail still. Took these screws in my back pocket. Thought that I might have made this. Nope, I guess not. Thought I was gonna make it a perfect fit. But don't seem to be a perfect fit. So I'm probably gonna interesting. 2 fences meet. And this one's old. I think I'm just gonna make mine look good, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Right here. Let's rip this board down real quick. Uh-oh. Hopefully I don't need a battery. Nope, probably need a battery. Hope this one got enough juice in it. Hope it got enough juice in it.
Finish the job for me now. Come on now, baby girl. Come on now. Don't tell me I'm not gonna get it there. Almost there. Almost there. I'm not a pro at this just yet. Whipping these boards. So. There we go. Now I think we're close. Close enough. Come on now, let's finish this thing.
Need a stronger tool maybe. Ryobi's been decent for me. I mean, I didn't say it's my first choice at all, but I'm not a hater either. Gets the job done, it's gonna get the job done. Come on now. And she did, she got it done for me. Appreciate you, baby girl. See what we got here. Hope it fits, hopefully. Probably gonna nail this one up already, and then we're gonna just cut that one until it fits. Okay, see how we did on our rib. Okay, not bad, not too bad at all. I think we're gonna be good actually. Put it in. This might look a little silly, but nonetheless, let's just give it a little bit of a design there. Some people might think that was unnecessary. Let's see what we got here. Battery might do. Gotta nail that there. Don't split. There you go. There we go. There we go. Nice. 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 Go. Cool. Maybe we're gonna need that little bit right here. Double nail. There we go. There you go. I tell you, my nail gun, sometimes they're hits, sometimes they're not. I don't think the pressure in my air compressor is good enough for this type of work, but I ain't gonna complain because regardless, it's getting the job done. Did I get any? Yeah, there you go. Sometimes you can't even tell. There you go. Yeah, those are good. All right, looks pretty good. All right, that's one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and see. That's what I don't know, cause I don't think I broke this, cause you can see that is all weathered. I feel like that was cause like I said, it's not perfectly. It's not a perfect picket that fits there. So I'm just gonna split the difference. I don't really know what to do in this situation. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, what I do with my level right here. Am I level? Yeah, I'm level. And where are they? Ooh, this fence. I just want this to be seen because I'm gonna continue off of my fence, but this is how, I don't know if you can see, but look at the bubble. It's almost halfway. This is how out of whack we are, going all the way down. That's why it looks like that. But my side is level, solid level. So I'm gonna obviously go off my side, and there's gonna be a gap, but there's truly nothing I can do about that. Truly nothing I can do about it. Let me put my string line through here. I hope you guys are still with me. I haven't checked yet to see if you are or if you're not. This one is gonna be an eyeball because obviously my string line don't go past this. But like I said, I'm level on my side. I gotta come down for sure. I think that I like. Oh, I was off. Right there. That's where we are. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Like I said, that's just because that board's at a level. Nothing I can do about it. Alright, so this is gonna be my last time coming into the yard, so I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the after shot of what this gate looks like, or this fence. But I'm gonna take this string line down first. Uh-oh, over here messing up already. I just literally re-rolled this yesterday because, as you can tell, that always gets messed up somehow. Which I know I'm probably not rolling it in the proper way to make sure that it doesn't get tangled up. I'm sure there's a specific way you're supposed to do that. I'll take this down. But let's see. Clock it and hopefully don't forget about it. Let's poke myself and then we'll see. So string line down. Put that in my pocket. Put this away. Let's take a look at it together. Voila. Like I said, I think I showed it on the video, but from there, started the old fence that way. That picket, I guess, is either it was built that way or it's been so long that it weathered that way, but it's really out of level. So I just leveled mine off. I really debated on putting a picket in front of it, but I just don't want it to look bad, and I feel like that's gonna make it look bad. And like I said, I probably would need to replace this fence at some point, and at that point then it could be leveled off, regardless if it's me or somebody else who does it. All right, and this is the outside view of what we replaced. I hate that root sticking out. I know when this original fence was put up, this tree was not this big, but over time it's gotten bigger. So if you know any other way than to cut around the root without cutting the root, let me know. But that's how I did it. Kind of is a little bit of an eyesore, but I just couldn't think of what else I could do. But other than that, looks great. Follows a nice slope. It is higher on this side and it goes lower over there, but like I said, it's all pretty straight from what I can see. So the back side of this was not replaced, if you remember. I was gonna replace a few boards in it here and there, but I had actually taken some down and putting some up, and when I did that, it didn't follow the natural curve of how the fence has shifted over time, especially around this tree. So I just took them off and put the old ones back on. If you would have replaced the whole thing, then that would have been a different story. But like I said, around this tree, where that tree's grown, those boards have bowed out. So a straight board would have never worked. So like I said, it looks pretty good for what we could do with it. You know, I'm not mad at it at all. So like I said, that's this one from the inside, and then we'll come check out this one over here. And then this is the new side we put up right here. Then get my extension cord and we'll call it a day. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching the video, for tuning in.